Hello, welcome or welcome back. Thank you for stopping by. As one does when you're bored, you know, you tend to scroll. And of course, my feed is typically full of all kinds of cute, fun, funky crochet things, right? As I'm sure it is for most of you. But one of the other things that mine is always filled with, even though it's been quite a while since I bought from one, is really pretty clothing and accessories from boutiques. And it's definitely been a hot minute since I bought anything from a boutique, but I keep seeing this one thing that I'm absolutely in love with, this bag, this beautiful checkered bag. The boutique name is called Jadelyn Brook, and it is super cute. I don't know where this came from. I've never bought anything from this boutique, but it continuously pops up and I'm like, you know what? I want to make one of my own. So I'm not going to necessarily make the duffel bag, but I am going to be making just a standard little tote bag. And in full transparency, I've actually already got started. So let me show you what I've got. Granted, I saw this duffel bag about a month and a half ago, and it has just been heavy on my mind ever since. And in my free time here and there, since these squares that I'm about to show you are really quick and easy, I've been working them up, and I've actually finished them, and I've sewn in all the ends already. Now, please get a round of applause. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, that's enough. But yeah, I have sewn together all of these squares already. These are so pretty. I love the colors, but let me show you how I went about them. So what I did was watch that ad over and over and over, and as you can see, I clearly screen recorded it because I wanted to check out all the colors within there. Well, after going over it, I was like, well, it only has a few colors, and by few, there was like 6 or 7. So I added actually 9 of them, and what I did for each one of them, I made its own square, little combo. And what I mean by that is, so this group right here that I'm about to show you is all within this lighter purple right here. So this is a light purple with the tan, light purple with a hot pink, light purple with white, light purple with a fuchsia, light purple with a pale pink. It kind of looks white in this light, but it's a really pale pink. Then a light purple with a little bit of a darker lavender purple, light purple with orange, and then a light purple with mint. So each color has its own set of 8 squares within it. So like right here, like I showed you the pink and this pink and purple right here. Well, it also, this pink is with light pink right here, and it has its own set of 8 squares as well that all have the pink within it. I'm sorry if that's a little confusing, but like for here is the set of this like hotter pink. So here's the hot pink with the light purple, the hot pink with the lavender, hot pink with the fuchsia, hot pink with mint, with tan, with white, this orange, I love this orange, and then this light pink. So each color has its own set of 8 square combos within it. And that's not how the duffel bag looks at all, but I was like, let's just mix it up a little bit since I want this to be for me. And I'm the one that's gonna be using this. So that's what I'm gonna do, but I've yet to put it together. So all of these squares, and what I believe I'm gonna do is on each of the front panels, I'm gonna do 12 each, and then on each of the side panels, I'm gonna do 6 each. I think that's gonna make a fairly decent sized tote, plenty big enough just for what I want. And maybe this is gonna be the craft bag that I carry with me everywhere. I don't know, we'll see, but I'm very excited about this. I don't exactly know the color combo yet. I'm gonna try to like look at the video of that duffel again and maybe try to line some of the squares up, but since, you know, each square isn't the exact same of how it is, it's just gonna be a guess. So we will see. And then on the bottom, what I'm gonna do is I've already made one panel for the very bottom from one of the tans, and what I think I'm going to do is make another one the exact same size and double it, just make it extra thick, and then build up from there the sides of the tote. That way it'll have a somewhat sturdy bottom, because I don't think I'm going to block these squares at all. I don't want them any like looser than they are. They're already acrylic and stuff, and they're going to stretch, so I want to make it as compact as it possibly can for right now. But yeah, and then this yarn, this is the just acrylic value from Big Twist, and it's pretty soft, so I definitely want to double this up just to give it as much of a fighting chance as it can. The one thing that I haven't figured out yet is how I want to do the straps. I kind of like how they have it on the duffel. It's the mint color, like this mint, pretty mint color ish. It's almost like a turquoisey blue that they've got on theirs, but anyway, I really like this mint, so I think maybe the move might be to do a waistcoat stitch strap around it and sew it in. I'm not sure yet. So the strap is something I haven't figured out yet, but basically everything else I've figured out. I'm telling you, I've been thinking about this for like a month and a half now. And kind of like all of the infomercials used to say, wait, there's more, because I've got 2 more ideas in mind. But actually, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. So this is just a panel. Initially, I was going to fold it in half and make a little either like crochet hook bag or something, or maybe a make it bag, but I'm not sure. It really is pretty. This is all the colors that I used, but I also kind of like it when I fold it like this, when I do it in quarters. And then, so I could sew this up and then it would look like this on the front or the other side, whichever. But I don't know what I would do with this either. So I have no clue yet what I'm actually going to be doing with this panel. And it's not like I can ask you for ideas, because by the time you're seeing this, I'll have already figured out what I want to do with it. But yeah, I'm really leaning towards maybe doing like a small project little pouch thing and sewing it up right here, putting like a button right here to close, and then just having this. I don't know yet. I'm sure I've got a piece of fabric that's this big. Maybe I could line it on the inside, help it out a little bit. I mean, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. Yeah, it was gonna be a little pouch like this, but then even before that, I was actually gonna make it the bottom. Well, I decided, no, I don't wanna do the for the bottom because it's coming out more square and I need it more, you know, rectangular. So anyway, so on the agenda at the moment, I need to make one more of the bottom panel. I need to put the tote together. I need to figure out how I want to do the straps. I need to figure out what I want to do with this. And then again, wait, there's more. So I'm not gonna make the pouch out of this, at least this way, right? Maybe the smaller one, but I still have wanted a pouch and I've had these for a really long time now. A long time, I mean, like a year and a half. And I had little smaller ones too that I made some little bitty zipper pouches out of. I think I made 2 little ghost granny squares and I crocheted it to it, these little black ones, and sold them for Halloween. I think I made a pumpkin too, but at the same time, I couldn't figure out what yet I wanted to do with these, but I've had a bunch of these for a while. Little white mesh zipper pouches, and guess what? I'm gonna be making a zipper pouch with this out of the checkered pattern. So let me show you what this is gonna look like. I was curious how big this was gonna be, so I held up 2 squares that I already had done against it. And as you can see, 2 will cover the front, so in total, 4 would cover the entire thing. And each one is 4 across by 5 down, which here in a little bit, I'll kind of show you the pattern that I use, which I just made it up, but I do carry the yarn on the back in an interesting way. This is actually started with a half double foundation crochet chain, so I'll show you here in a little bit how I did that. After totaling that up of 4 squares needed per pouch, so I made this long square with 16 across and 5 down. This is the first one that I've made so far. I really like the neutrals in this. And what I am going to do is I'm gonna wrap this around here. And actually for this one, I did it a little too tight, so I am going to steam block this square in particular to relax it a little bit. But whenever I do relax it and stretch it out a little bit, I'm going to sew the ends together on the bottom right here. Actually, I'm probably gonna crochet those together on the bottom right here. Not sure yet, maybe I will sew, I don't know. And then this is going to stretch all the way across here and I'm going to sew both sides together. And then once I have that done, I will be sewing each side individually right in through here with some white. That way the entire outside is covered and you can just zip it up and go on about your day. So yeah, this is one zipper pouch that is going to be done. And I've started one other one. I'm into neutrals right now. So we got a darker chocolate brown and the lighter brown. So this was light brown and tan. I have this one done. And then I'm doing this one right now. So that's 2. And I will say I have a few of them that I want to do. On top of those 2, I want to do a black and white, which I don't have a square done for it yet, but I want to do a black and white. And then from the squares that I made to make the tote in, I also want to do a mint and tan, a baby pink and mint, then a hot pink and baby pink, hot pink and fuchsia, fuchsia and orange, screams Halloween, baby pink and tan, then a white and tan, and then for the finale, a hot pink and hot orange. I absolutely love this one, and when I get this one done, heck, I may use this for my makeup bag because I've really been needing a new makeup bag, or I might use this one. I have 2 moods, either completely dulled down or just in your face, here I am. So maybe I'll make both for me. But yeah, once I get done with the pouches, I do think I'm gonna put a few of them up on Etsy and just see how they go. But the end game is to take them with me to some market, so we'll see. I hope they turn out good. I know I've already started on this one. I've already finished like the crochet portion, but I haven't put it on here yet. And then I've just gone ahead and started on this. So yeah, you would think I would make sure that this works first before I move on, but that is just not how I work. Literally ever. It's just straight chaos all the time. So what I think I'm gonna do now though is I'm gonna give my thumb a break from all the crocheting that I've been doing, because actually I did this today and this, and the color changes, they're not terrible, but they do get annoying with all of the back and forth yarn tangling up on itself. So I'm gonna give myself a little crocheting break, and I think I'm going to figure out now how I want my tote to be laid out, like squares wise, front, back, and both sides. I haven't figured that out yet. I hadn't got that far. So yeah, that is my first task, is to figure out how I want this laid out and go from there. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna lay these out and come back and show you. Okay, so I think this is what I'm gonna go with. This is gonna be one of the front panels right here, this colorway. And then these right here are gonna be for the other side, still on the front. And then for the 2 side panels, they take 6 each. So I think this is gonna be 1, and then this is gonna be 1. It was so hard to pick and choose which ones to put where, but I think that this is what I'm going to go with. So yeah, front panel, side panel, and front panel. Just wanna step back for a minute and take an overall look. I love these colors. Oh my gosh, they are so bright, and just checkered everything is in right now. Love it. Okay, well let's get started putting this together so I can figure out how I'm gonna do the strap. Panel 1 is complete and I am absolutely loving this so far. It is so fun. But when I turn it over, I'm actually kind of liking the way that the seam did on this side too. Oh, I'm torn. Which side do I want to be the front and which side do I want to be the back? This was going to be the back and this was going to be the outside so that you could kind of see the edging of the seams and stuff. But oh my gosh, I kind of like this better. Ooh, what am I going to do? I don't know. All right. Well, I'm going to think on that, but I've got 3 other sets to go. So I've got a little bit of time to figure it out. And honestly, I do think that I'm going to be blocking this maybe just a little bit. Not 100%, but yeah, it is really, really tight. At the moment, I don't know. Maybe I won't. We'll see. Oh my gosh, it is looking so nice. It's almost kind of looking puffy on this side. Ooh, what to do. All right, all the panels have been sewn together, so I did decide that I like this side better versus this side for the outside. So here are the 2 side panels. I'm not sure which way yet I'm going to be turning them, but these are the 2 sides. And then here are the 2 panels for the front and the back. I love it. These are so funky and crazy looking. I absolutely love them. And so as soon as I get 1 more of these done, I combine them and of course sew in all the ends. I will put these together and then come back and figure out how I want to do the strap. I do think I still want to use like maybe I'm going to do a combination of tan, mint, and white. I think that would be a cool strap with, you know, contrasting compared to all of the bright pinks and purples that are already in this. So yep, those are my 4 panels. So I'm going to work on the next one and I'll check back in. It is 9:30 right now, so that is not going to be today, but whenever I do get it done, I'll come back and check in with you. Today's the 4th and I got the 2nd panel done. I slip stitched it to the other one that I had to make it good and thick, chunky, but what I noticed is now that it's together, it's supposed to be the width of this for one of the side panels. I'm kind of missing a bit, if you can see. So now I'm going to try and block this to stretch it out as much as possible because, yeah, it was supposed to be 1 row per stitch here, and that's clearly not going to be the case. So while I block this, I'm going to sew in the other ends and see what else I can do in the meantime. Probably work on some of the pouches right now since this will take a minute, but yeah, it feels nice. It's chunky. I think it'll be really, really good, but it definitely needs to spread out quite a bit, and oh my god. I don't know, maybe I need to undo the slip stitching and add a few extra rows. I'm not sure yet. Change of plans. I'm going to sew in all the ends. I'm going to slip stitch these 4 panels together. And then I'm just going to attach them to this because this is going to stretch at some point anyway as it is because, you know, with the weight of just stuff that's going to be in this tote. So really, I'm just going to leave this as is so that it can hold its shape as much as possible, as long as possible. So that means the sides may bulge out just a little bit, but I'm sure once stuff gets inside of the tote and starts weighing it down, it'll be just fine. No need to add on extra work and potentially stretch this out to where it weakens it, you know, before I'm even done with it. So yep, I'm gonna sew all these in, put these together, probably just with crochet. I thought about sewing them together, like whip stitching them, but nah, I'll just slip stitch them or maybe single crochet them together on the inside and then attach it to this. And then we'll tackle how to do the strap next. Well, look who is all sewn up in her glory. Absolutely beautiful and funky. Very, very much so in love and exactly what I was looking for. And I really like how the bottom is. And so look, all of the seams are on the inside at the moment. And this is the 2 sides. And then we have a 4 front panel. So really it's going to look, hold on. Let me try to do this with one hand. Nope, can't do it with one hand. Okay, so anyway, imagine this side and this side are not there at the moment. But yeah, this is going to be the front panel, the front 4. And then the back 4. Very nice. And so I was sitting here wondering how in the world am I going to get straps on this thing, because I'm going to have to like anchor them right here. Like on this front panel, I'm going to have to anchor them between these 2 squares and these 2 squares, and same on the other side, somehow to get it to be even enough to where weight distribution would be okay, and the 2 sides won't poke out as much, if that makes any sense. In my head it does. So I was like, okay, how in the world am I going to even attempt to do that? I have no clue. And I was sitting here and I'm like, man, okay, I'm gonna just go back to working on this, which I don't know why this one in particular for the little wristlets is taking me so long, but anyway, it is. So I was sitting there working on this one and I'm just like, what am I going to do with this? I don't know how I'm going to get these straps on here to where it can make it decently, you know, sturdy enough, just sturdy enough. And I just happened to look up, hello? So that's interesting. And I was like, I wonder if this happens to be the same size as that. And well, guess what? I have plenty of this one in particular. This one is my favorite one, the little sunflowers. And I had my boyfriend in here just a little bit ago and I had it opened up and everything and put inside here, and guess what? It fits. So right now, my plan is to put this, I'm going to flip this inside out so that the white side right here is going to be facing, you know, it's going to be flush with this. And so that way when I actually open it, I will be able to see the pretty sunflowers. But this is going to go inside here, just like this, but inside out. I'm going to sew this top edging around this entire thing, and that way this strap will also already be on there, just an extra layer of sturdiness. And yeah, the strap's already going to be on there, so I'm going to just crochet something around it, and that will be my tote bag. How cool is that? I did not plan for this to be basically the exact same size. I mean, it's a little bit, I think, smaller, and I actually think it's taller, but I mean, this acrylic's going to stretch anyway. So just wanted to show you that is what I am about to start working on. Is I'm going to turn this inside out and then somehow figure out how I'm going to sew this together to this, because I don't have a sewing machine, and I'm probably just gonna have to sew it by hand, to be honest. I'll probably just do it with some white and call it a day. I mean, I'm gonna be the one using it. I'm not gonna be too terribly picky. I haven't really been picky this entire time outside of these colors. So ooh, maybe I should do it with some tan. Maybe I've got some tan thread. That might be better. But yeah, I'm actually more excited about this now that I realize, oh, hey, that's basically the same size. And the bag is from Joann's. I mean, come on now. Could I have planned that any better if I tried? Honestly, probably not. Me again, just a quick check-in. I did get the bag all sewn up to the Joann's tote that I had, but I haven't figured out yet how I want to do the straps. So whenever I figure that out and finish it, then I'll come back for a final reveal, because it looks really, really good, in my opinion at least. But I think I might do mint straps around the entire thing. I think I'm going to just crochet a flat panel and then sew it around the straps, very similar to how the bag from the boutique looked, but I'm not 100% on that yet. So that's just an idea that's floating around in my head. So you already saw that I had the tan and the light brown colorway for the little wristlets. Well, I did end up finishing the darker brown and the lighter brown. And then I've also finished this hot pink and like neon orange. Ooh, this one is gonna be funky. So I finished 3 of them so far. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm just out in the living room. As you can see, there's my craft room right there. And crocheting more of these little pouch covers. I'm not sure what color I'm gonna do next. Heck, I don't know. Maybe I'll just start on the strap, finish that actual bag up, and then come back to these. I'm not sure yet. I'll check back in with you later. And by later, I apparently mean much later, because today is, as you can see, Friday, June 13th. And right now I have all of these complete. I just need to put them in the little mesh bags, and right there's a few of them complete already. So yeah, I've got all the little clear mesh bags. I'm about to put all of those together, finish them up so I can show you how they look. And I'm also winding yarn. I've got an entire setup going right here. While I've been making all of these, I've been winding some yarn too, just acrylic to kind of get it, you know, a little more organized. And then I just went and got me some caffeine, and I just got this from BrewMate. I've never had a cup from BrewMate before, but I just saw this, what is it, the Vivid Magenta line or something? But yeah, it is gorgeous. I'm still not sure how I like the silicone straw, but anyway. Yeah, just wanted to show you an update. I'm going to finish winding all of these to close this up. That should cover all of it. And then I'm going to finish sewing these up to the mesh bags, and then I'll come and show you all of them. Just a little sneak peek at what's done so far. Ooh. And by the way, no, I still haven't figured out how I'm going to do the straps. I'm clearly putting that off till the end because I didn't mean to make at least half of these, and I did. So yeah, still got to work on the straps. The day has finally come. I have finished all of the pouches and the bag. I finally figured out how I wanted to do the strap. And I added a little extra detail on there just to kind of zhuzh it up a little bit. So they're right behind me. So let me get them and show them to you one by one. First, I'm going to start with the little pouch. I did end up just putting a little button right here. I sewed this together and actually the yarn was perfect where it was placed. For a little buttonhole right here, I just sewed it up together. You can kind of see it with just white thread, but right here between the purple and the orange, I just slipped the button right through there and now it is closed. So I have me a pouch. Don't know what I'm going to use this for yet, but I absolutely love the color, so I'm sure I'll figure out something. But that's one. So now let's get on to the actual mesh zipper pouches. So I was going to initially just do checkered ones, but as I kept going and kind of putting it off and just procrastinating and just wanting to crochet, I decided to add in quite a few more, which in turn turned into a lot of pouches that I had to sew up. So the procrastination did not help me at all, which when does it ever, but let's go over them. I will go over them by like easiest, I guess, to more complex. So the checkered ones are going to be at the very end of this whole little section, but we'll start with the solid colors. And here is one. It is just red sparkle, very pretty, very, very Christmassy. And as you can see, here's the inside, the mesh, and right here is just what I did on all of them. I just sewed around, and with this one I used white because I thought black might be a little too much of a contrast, at least for this one. I just kind of went off of what did I think would be the least contrast between white and black for the thread. But yeah, you can see it there, and I doubled it up, so it's 2 strands of thread going all the way around into each individual stitch, and there we go. So that is one pouch. Next, this one it's a solid color, but it's actually some of the red heart. I can't remember what it's called, but Variegation does this on its own as is, but it's very, very pretty. Look how nice. Love the funky rainbow. I actually might make a few more of this one. This one was just so pretty. Here's this rainbow. Next, this is also the yarn pulled just like this, so this is really pretty. Too bad spring is already gone, but this is like this yarn came from Michael's. I do remember that. I can't remember what it was though. And the pinkish rose color is a little bit more on the mauve side, but it is still very pretty and very springy. Oh well, kind of missed out on that one, but that's okay. All right, next, this one got a pom-pom just because it is the pink sparkle yarn from Big Twist. Kind of can't see it, and sorry, the lighting in here is bad. I tried to get it earlier in the day, but today is Father's Day, so we kind of had a lot going on, and it's like 7 p.m. right now, so I'm trying to get as much twilight as I can before the sun inevitably goes away for the night. But yeah, so this is pink sparkle. Let me try to, there we go. Now you can kind of see it a little bit better. Cute, and just wanted to add a little pom-pom just to froof it up a little bit. And speaking of pom-pom, this is also Big Twist yarn, and it pulled exactly like this. I love this rainbow color, but I thought that it would be cute too with a little pom-pom. And actually most of the yarn is purple. Like when you start working it up, all of a sudden there's huge chunks of purple all the way throughout it. So yeah, that's why the pom-pom has a big splotch of purple right on it, but very cute, very funky. And oh, did you see on my desk back here? This is a little sneak peek for the next video I'm coming out with. It's another challenge video. We'll see how long this one takes, because the last one took me like 2 weeks. See how many snakes can I make in 24 hours? That took way longer than I thought it would. And right now this is day 2 of this challenge, so we'll see how long that one takes. But anyway, moving along, this is another of the Big Twist value yarn. Look how pretty this one is. Love it, stunning, very pretty. Another rainbow one. This one doesn't have any green. I didn't notice it until after. I was like, oh, this is another rainbow, you know, a different form of the rainbow colored yarn, but no, there's no green in it. But yeah, it's still pretty. Did this one with white as well. Next, again, too bad that spring and Easter are gone, because look at this one. Very Easter eggy, but also kind of, hey, Barbie, let's go party kind of a thing going on. Very preppy to me, and yeah, I did white yarn on this one, and the last of the easier ones, even though this wasn't, because each line is completely different. This one. Anyone ready for Halloween? Because I am. Love this one. I do have a little bit black zipper pouches that I plan on making this colorway for later on coming up closer to Halloween, but I love this one. I was like, oh, please, I'm just waiting for fall. All right, so we ready to move on to the checkered ones, the almost main event? Since the bag is the main event, here is a mint and baby pink one. For some reason, this one is screaming like a gender reveal to me. Look how cute. Here is a baby pink and tan, very pretty and preppy. Here is a tan and light brown. I love this one. I think I might keep this one for myself. There's actually like one other one that I'm considering keeping just for myself, but yeah. Here is the light brown and tan. Here is a darker brown and a lighter brown. I love this one. For some reason, I'm really into neutrals. I'm pretty sure I've said that in many videos now, but like greens, neutrals, browns, stuff like that. So all of these are just screaming yes to me. Like, I mean, come on now. This is right up my alley. Yeah, here is the other one that I'm considering keeping for myself. White and tan. Love it. Very neutral yet again, but just crisp, clean, and I'm sure I will get it dirty as soon as I use it, so maybe I won't keep it for myself. I don't know. But yeah, it's definitely in my top 3. Next, we have the hot pink and the baby pink. Very pretty. Preppy and girly. Very nice. Then this wasn't even on the list to begin with. Actually, a lot of these were not on the list to begin with, but I did a black and white one, very classic checkered. Next is the fuchsia and the hot pink. All of the more kind of neon colors that just go together and stand out really are my favorite. I don't think that this is one of my top 3, but I mean, there's not really one that I made that I hate. I mean, I made them because I like the colorways and this is cute, but I'm just not really a purple girl as far as like accessories and stuff like that. I love the color purple. As far as, you know, accessories and stuff like that for purple, and heck, even pink, not really. Doesn't really match the neutral aesthetic that I got going on. Next, we have a black and a light brown. Actually, I have a headband that matches this, and so that's where the inspiration came for this one. I was like, ooh, yeah, let me make one of those. So there's that one. Ooh, we've only got 3 left. Only 3 when I was only supposed to have like 5 to begin with. Another Halloween-esque one, the fuchsia and the bright neon orange. Say neon, it's, what is this? This was the varsity orange from Big Twist. It is so beautiful. And I'm pretty sure this fuchsia color is from Michaels, but yeah. Lovely. Please bring on the fall season soon. It is entirely too hot and I'm already looking at Halloween decorations, believe it or not. Just not a summer girly, absolutely not. All right, second to last is this mint and this tan, very nice. And again, I don't know what it is with the mint and the light baby pink, but it just reminded me of gender reveals for some reason. I don't know what the deal is, but yeah, put this one together with white, very nice. And last but not least, here is the third for my top 3 picks, the hot pink and bright orange one. Again, does not match my aesthetic at all, but yeah, I put it together with white. And this one I actually doubled up on. It was one of the first ones that I did. I was just kind of testing out how I wanted to anchor it on, but yeah, so this one is doubly lined with thread and very, very bright and just pow in your face. I love it. So yeah, if I had to pick favorites out of all of those, one would be this one, and then this one, and then this one. How absolutely pretty. I love this checkered kind of everywhere I look. For some reason, I'm just seeing this checker pattern everywhere. And honestly, I'm here for it. I don't know about y'all, but there are just so many different colorways that you could do with it. So I just counted and I ended up making 20 different zipper pouches. How cool is this? This was not the plan at all, but I just couldn't help myself. This is so satisfying to look at. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, I really think that these are gonna do good at my upcoming fall markets and craft events, hopefully anyway. If not, I've got a lot of zipper pouches for multiple days of the week, heck, almost one a day for a month. But anyway, here we are. And just in case anyone is interested, I will have all of these up on Etsy by the time this video posts, so unless I decide to keep one of them or a few of them. So yeah, just in case you're interested, I'll show them one more time, one by one, just in case. Oh, love that one. Man, I don't know. I might keep at least one of these. I don't know. They're just so pretty. I really like this one and that tan and white one. I definitely might be keeping those. Love that one. Cute, very girly, classic checkered. Pink on pink on pink. Tan and pink. The gender reveal. The mint and pink, the gender reveals. Halloween, Barbie, rainbow with a pretty little pom-pom, another rainbow. This is the one without the green. I don't know why I feel like I need to inform you of that, but yep, no green in this one. Still cute. Another pretty sparkly one with a little pom-pom. A little variegated spring one, a pretty rainbow one, which I think probably gonna make at least 2 more of this one. And then finally the Christmas one, the pretty red sparkly one. Well, that is all 20 of them. So are we ready for the grand finale? The queen of this episode has arrived. Look at her. Tell me this doesn't somewhat resemble that tote bag that I showed you in the very beginning. Oh my gosh. And so yeah, for the straps, I just created one panel of this mint and then I sewed it together on the back. Well, actually slip stitched this right here and then I sewed it down here and then I made these little appliques for a cute little accessory and I sewed that on there just for some extra, let me show you. Just for some extra support, I sewed that in all the way around. Oh my gosh, let's get a good 360. This came out so much better than I expected and honestly even hoped, because as soon as I saw that bag, that duffel bag, I knew I wanted one or something incredibly similar to it. And I was like, dude, I have all of this yarn after all of these hauls and all of these hundreds and hundreds of dollars that I've spent on yarn recently with Joann's going out. I can absolutely make something similar. And that's the power of being a crafter. We can do it ourselves and sometimes better and exactly what we want. I love it. This is absolutely going to be my new craft bag. And the fact that I was able to line it with the Joann's bag for extra sturdiness, I mean, it couldn't have worked out any better. So thank you for stopping by as I made my own checkered boutique bag. I think it is absolutely gorgeous and I am so happy and proud of myself for doing this, because I could have easily spent like 70 bucks probably to buy that duffel and put my name on it and get it shipped to my house. But you know what? This was made with love. And I mean a lot of love and a lot of hours went into this. And of course all of the pouches too. So love, time, effort, and talent, because we're all talented. So thank you for stopping by as I finished up this gorgeous bag. I absolutely appreciate it. I hope you and yours have had a wonderful day, and I'll holler at y'all on the next one. Bye.